गुड मॉर्निंग दोस्तों, मेरा नाम संदीप कुमार रेड्डी फ्रॉम इंजीनियर्स कॉम्पिटिटिव ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी। आज मैं आप लोगों को बायोलॉजी जो मॉक टेस्ट 12 बताने जा रहा हूँ। ऑलरेडी मैंने अप टू मॉक टेस्ट 11 तक बताया गया है। एक बार आप लोग चेक करिएगा, प्लेलिस्ट में मिल जाएगा। चलिए देखते हैं इनमें क्या क्या सवाल दिए गए हैं। द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिमूवल ऑफ टॉक्सिक वेस्ट फ्रॉम द बॉडी ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनिज्म इज़ कॉल्ड। इसको कहते हैं एक्सक्रीशन। जैसे आप जानते हैं जो भी इंजेक्शन होता है वो आपको एक्सक्रीशन होना ही पड़ेगा। जैसे कि इसमें जो भी प्रोसेस ऑफ रिमूवल ऑफ टॉक्सिक वेस्ट है वो उसको कहते हैं एक्सक्रीशन। द मूवमेंट ऑफ ए प्लांट पार्ट इन रिस्पॉन्स टू लाइट इज़ कॉल्ड फोटोट्रोपिज्म। जो भी मूवमेंट होता है प्लांट पार्ट का, दैट इज़ रिस्पॉन्स टू द लाइट। अगर रिस्पॉन्स टू द लाइट है उसको फोटोट्रोपिज्म कहते हैं। अगर ग्रेविटी है जियोट्रोपिज्म कहते हैं। अगर केमिकल्स है रिस्पॉन्स टू केमिकल देन उसको केमोट्रोपिज्म कहते हैं। हाइड्रोट्रोपिज्म यानी रिस्पॉन्स टू वाटर है। यही सब कुछ आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा। जैसे कि इसमें ग्रेविटी दिया है जियोट्रोपिज्म, अगला दिया गया है केमिकल स्टिमुलस यानी कीमोट्रोपिज्म, अगला रिस्पॉन्स टू द वाटर हाइड्रोट्रोपिज्म। ये सब चीज़ें आपको याद रखना ही पड़ेगा। द डायरेक्शनल मूवमेंट ऑफ प्लांट पार्ट इन रिस्पॉन्स टू द टच ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट। अगर टच करने से इसको कहते हैं थिग्मोट्रोपिज्म। द नॉन डायरेक्शनल मूवमेंट ऑफ ए प्लांट पार्ट इन रिस्पॉन्स टू द टच ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट उसको कहते हैं थिग्मोनास्ट्री। ये काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप याद रखिएगा। एक दो क्वेश्चंस आपको रिपीट हुआ है पहले वाले में, कोई बात नहीं। द पैड लाइक स्वेलिंग एट द बेस ऑफ ईच लीफ ऑफ ए सेंसिटिव प्लांट इज कॉल्ड। जो भी पैड लाइक स्वेलिंग एट द बेस ऑफ द ईच लीफ आपको देखने को मिलेगा उसको कहते हैं पुलविनी। अगला द नॉन डायरेक्शनल मूवमेंट ऑफ ए प्लांट पार्ट इन रिस्पॉन्स टू द लाइट इज कॉल्ड फोटोनास्टी। जो भी नॉन डायरेक्शनल मूवमेंट है प्लांट पार्ट इन रिस्पॉन्स टू द लाइट उसको फोटोनास्टी कहते हैं। द शॉर्टर फाइबर्स इन द बॉडी ऑफ न्यूरॉन इसको क्या कहते हैं? डेंड्राइट्स कहते हैं। व्हाट आर द टू मेन हार्मोन सेक्रेटेड बाय थायराइड ग्लैंड? थायराइड ग्लैंड जो है T3 एंड T4 दोनों ग्लैंड यानी इट यूजेस आयोडीन फ्रॉम द फूड टू मेक टू मेन हार्मोन्स, दैट इज ट्रायोडाइथायरोडाइन एज वेल एज थायरॉक्सिन। ये दोनों थायरॉक्सिन एज वेल एज ट्राइडोथायरोनाइन ये दोनों आपको देखने को मिलेगा। टू मच रिलीज ऑफ थायराइड हार्मोन इन द बॉडी कॉजेस हाइपरथायरोडिज्म। यही एक मेन रीज़न है, टू मच रिलीज ऑफ थायराइड हार्मोन इन द बॉडी दैट कॉजेस हाइपरथायरोडिज्म। अगला देखा जाए, व्हाट आर द सिम्टम्स ऑफ रिलीज ऑफ टू मच T3 एंड T4 हार्मोन्स, दैट इज एंग्जाइटी, नर्वसनेस एंड हेयर लॉस। ये तीनों आपको देखने को मिलेगा symptoms of release of too much T3 and T4 hormones. These symptoms of too much T3 and T4 in our body causes anxiety, irritability or moodiness, nervousness, hyperactivity, sweating and sensitivity to higher temperature, hand trembling or shaking, hair loss, missed or light menstrual periods। ये सब चीज़ें आपको थायराइड इस डेफिशिएंसी की वजह से होता है। नेम ए डिजीज़ कॉजेस ड्यू टू डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ आयोडीन उसको कहते हैं गॉइटर। ये जब आप एडम्स एप्पल होता है जैसे कि अपना थायराइड ग्लैंड वो बल्ज हो जाता है उसको कहते हैं गॉइटर। इट्स अ बल्ज इन द नेक। ए टॉक्सिक गॉइटर इज एसोसिएटेड विद द हाइपरथायरॉयडिज्म एंड ए सिंपल एंडेमिक goiter is caused by the iodine deficiency. The symptoms of hypothyroidism are the dry skin and hair, depression and joint and muscle pains will have because of this hypothyroidism. These symptoms may indicate too little T3 and T4 in the body causes hypothyroidism, trouble sleeping, tiredness and fatigue, difficulty concentrating, dry skin and hair, depression, sensitivity to cold temperature. Everything you will have in it. An autoimmune disease of the thyroid tissue is called Graves disease. इसको कहते हैं Graves disease. What? There can be many reasons for an overactive thyroid. It is often caused by an autoimmune disease of the thyroid tissue called Graves disease. This is also known as Basedow's disease. Remember guys, Graves disease is also known as what? Basedow's disease. The condition of a chronic inflammation of the thyroid which led to underactivity. इसको कहते हैं thyroiditis. It is a condition of a chronic inflammation of the thyroid that lead to the underactivity. Explanation you can see in it. A condition called Hashimoto's thyroiditis, a chronic inflammation of the thyroid that can also lead to underactivity. The use of certain medications can also affect the production of thyroid hormones. Next we have what are the functions of thyroid gland in the body. As you can see, it controls metabolism, it maintains internal homeostasis, as well as it controls breathing and heart rate. These are all the main functions of thyroid gland in the human body. It helps in the controlling of our body metabolism. It secretes hormone which maintain our internal homeostasis. It controls our breathing and heart rate. Our weight is also monitored by thyroid gland, even internal temperature. Cholesterol levels are also tuned up with the help of the hormones released by the thyroid gland. These are all which are happening. The gland mainly controls and regulates the actual thyroid activity, that is pituitary gland as well as hypothalamus. These two glands that regulates the actual thyroid activity. So they are the controlling of this thyroid activity. Name the condition marked by the low TSH, that is hyperthyroidism. This is the condition that has been marked by the low TSH. In this hyperthyroidism, patients have the low TSH levels. What exactly TSH abbreviation is? You comment me in this section. From the above, as you can find out. Next we have what are the two main hormones secreted by the thyroid glands. I told you already, T3 and T4. Too much release of thyroid hormone in body causes what? Hyperthyroidism. What are the symptoms of the release of T3 and T4? That is all of this whatever has been given. Name the disease causes due to the deficiency of iodine, that is goiter. It's already discussed, sorry guys. The symptoms of hypothyroidism, that is dry skin, depression and joint muscle pain. The autoimmune disease of a thyroid tissue is called Graves' disease. This is also discussed. The condition of chronic inflammation of the thyroid which lead to thyroiditis. Okay. What are the functions of thyroid glands in the body? It controls metabolism, maintain internal homeostasis, controls breathing and heart rate. Few questions have been repeated in the copy paste. I am very sorry. No worry. They are in repetition mode. Which gland mainly controls and regulates the actual thyroid activity, that is pituitary as well as hypothalamus? Name the condition that marked by low TSH, that is hyperthyroidism. Okay. In human beings, process of digestion of food begins in. This is one thing new which has to be remembered. In the human beings, whatever the digestion process, that starts from the mouth itself. So the digestion of the food starts as soon as we put food in our mouth. The mouth cavity contains teeth, tongue and salivary glands. The teeth cut the food into the small pieces, chew and grind it. The teeth help in physical digestion. The saliva glands help in the chemical digestion of the by secreting enzymes, that is ptyalin. Which of the following organism have parasitic mode of nutrition? Plasmodium, you can see where you will find the parasitic mode of nutrition. Next we have, as you can see, name the first enzyme that mix the food with the digestive tract, that is amylase is the one which directly interact with the food and digest. Which of the following in biology is the energy currency of cells? Adenosine triphosphate is the one which is known as energy currency of cells. In the stem of the plant respiration, the breathing takes place through lenticles. In woody stems of plants or trees have lenticles for the exchange of respiratory gases. The animal has 3-chambered heart, that is lizard. But in the case of crocodile, you will find 4. Lizard has 3-chambered heart, except crocodile. All the reptiles have 3-chambered heart. Crocodiles have the 4 chambers. Here pigeon have 4-chambered heart. Fish have 2-chambered heart. Lion have the 4. Birds and mammals have the 4-chambered heart. Here 2 atria and 2 ventricles. 3-chambered consist of 2 atria and 1 ventricle. As you can see here how exactly in 2-chambered atria and ventricle you will find. Name the blood vessel which carries blood back to the heart, that is vein. Artery carries blood from the heart to the body organs and veins carry blood from the body organs to heart. Transportation of food in the plants occurs through the phloem. Xylem, water transportation takes place. Transpiration of water. Plants have 2 tissues that helps in transportation. Xylem transport the water and solutes from the roots of the leaves, while phloem transport, that is food, leaves the rest of the plant. After wound or cut in a body, blood coagulates through because of the platelets only. When blood is forced into the artery, wave like expansion takes place is called pulse. We knew that whatever the pulses, it has been boosted by the help of pacemaker if there is a problem in it. The expansion of an artery each time the blood is forced into it called pulse. The pulse rate of an adult person is 72 per minute. In amoeba, excretion takes place through the process of diffusion. In this diffusion process, amoeba excretion takes place. Name the excretory organ present in the earthworm through which excretion takes place, that is moist skin as well as nephridia. Both the excretion takes place in the earthworm. The major waste produced by the human body are carbon dioxide as well as urea. The organ in human body is responsible for removing carbon dioxide from the body is lungs. Each kidney is made up of a large number of excretory units called NER, functional units nephron. What exactly the Bowman's capsule in our human body, and comment me in this section. In which of the following are the largest amount of nitrogen excreted from a mammillary body, that is urine. So this is the largest amount of nitrogen excreted from a mammillary body, that is urine. The best long-term solution for kidney failure is kidney transplant, that is the permanent long-term solution. What type of nitrogenous waste are excreted by living organisms, that is ammonia, uric acid and urea. Name the organs that make up the excretory system in humans, that is very important. 2 kidneys, 2 uterus and bladder and urethra, you will find everything in that. So that make up excretory system in our humans. Which vessel carries the blood to the kidney, that is as you can see, renal arteries is the one. From the above article we can directly go through whatever has been given. So from the renal arteries that carries blood to the kidneys, renal arteries. Very important, guys. These are the 50 questions which are of 12th part, which are very useful for all competitive exams. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Have a great life. You can directly go through what are the questions have been given in the previous parts.